Alright, good day, guys. I believe everyone is doing well. This is the Supreme once again, and I would like to welcome you to the Supreme Arts. Alright, so let's get into it. In this particular tutorial, we're going to actually design a banner. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to show you some things on this particular banner before we proceed. Okay, all right, so we could see our elements being displayed um on the background. Okay, so actually the black is what the background, and we are having our what image over here. Yeah, that is what we are actually talking about. Okay, and we are having this particular frame over here that is up to 50% off. We are having the new style, the shop now and then, the special collection over here too. Okay, so this is just for this for the sake of this particular tutorial. Okay, all right, so we could see that this particular design is following a certain pattern. Okay, we didn't just rose up and started displaying the elements on the design just like that. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to use a few minutes to illustrate some principles of design that we actually applied here. Actually, also there are some elements of design, because we can see the image over here, we can see shapes, we can see text, we can see a shape over here, and all these are what elements of design, but then they are following a certain principle. Okay, yeah, so the first principle that I would like to talk about is the hierarchy, which is very very important when it comes to what flyer designs. Okay, all right, so we could see that we've actually displayed our elements with order of importance. Okay, yeah, so this particular thing here signifying the new arrival is trying to communicate to the customers that there are what new goods in what in the wood, and for that matter they should what hurry up and what come to buy. Okay, once we move from here, the you you actually see this particular thing over here that is up to 50% what off. Okay, yeah, telling you that there is a what a very huge discount on this particular what product that we are selling. Okay, yeah, so we could see that it is following a certain pattern. We actually use this particular shape here to lay more emphasis on the what on the shop now. Okay, yeah, then we come to this particular site to we are having a special collection, we are having the site name, we are having the Supreme Arts or the Supreme Closet over here, that is the company's or the brand name. Okay, all right, so this is something small, and this is what just some things to some touches to the design to make it more hot attractive. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to show you step by step how to design this particular flyer from scratch. Okay, so we are going to actually clear this particular flyer and start right from scratch. All right, so follow me closely. So first of all, I'm going to tap on this particular place and what put it at a default mode. Okay, so when you first launch your PixelLab application, there is the interface that you are going to see. Okay, all right, so let's get into it. First of all, we're going to delete this particular text over here. Once we get this particular text deleted, we will have to set our background. Okay, you have to set our background. So we go ahead and tap on this particular thing tool over here that looks like a layer. Okay, once you tap on it this way, you are going to see color at the far left corner here. Once you tap on it, you make sure that you select what color at the top. At this place is what the gradient and the color. We are going to use color. Be very mindful of what the colors. Yeah, make sure that you use these particular colors. Yeah, follow the instructions in this particular tutorial very carefully and come up with what similar or something not far from the design. Okay, all right, so we're going to select the black color, then you go ahead and tap on the check mark. Once you tap on it, we come to this particular polygonal tool over here or shape. Once we tap on that particular shape, the next thing that we are going to Sorry, the next thing we are going to do is to tap on what? Shapes. Once we tap on shapes, we tap on this particular arrow key that is actually pointing to down. We tap on it, then tap on the circle over here. Once we get this particular circle, we navigate it from this particular side. Okay, navigate it here. If you use this particular portion, you are going to stretch it, and it's going to turn to a different shape that one way or the other you may not like it. The same way, if you navigate it from this side too, it is going to cause the same problem. So the best thing is to make sure that you navigate it through this what angle diagonally. Okay, all right, so let me reselect it, then actually do that. All right, so we just increase it to a sizable size, then we are going to position it right here. Okay, once we get it here, we tap on the check mark over here, then we come to this side, texture. Once you tap on texture, we are moving into our gallery, so you tap on the gallery icon over here. Once you tap on the gallery icon, we are going to quickly select this particular what this particular thing over here. So that is the back. Okay, the emphasis is on the back. So I'm going to share these resources to you so that you are going to use this image as well in your design. So you tap on the check mark over here. Once you tap on it, you are going to have something like this. Okay, yeah, very nice, right? So you just leave it at the corner here. Once you get it done, you come to this side and you find stroke. Please follow it what carefully. You tap on the stroke and enable it. Once you enable it, you are going to see that there is some white outline around the circle. Okay, increase it to 4, or let's say 5. 5 is okay. Then change the color to yellow. Okay, all right, so we could see that the yellow has actually made it stand out. Okay, yeah, so we are going to build contrast in this particular design. That is one of the principles of what designing. Yeah, that is, we are going to use colors that matches in order to make sure that what we are trying to communicate to our audience is being what clearly seen. So let me tap on the check mark this way, and we are done with this particular side. Okay, so when you tap on this layer panel, you will get access to log by tapping on the log icon over here. Once you tap on it, it will change color from black to red, meaning it has been locked. The purpose of locking your design or locking your element is because maybe one way or the other your hand might mistakenly touch it and push it to a different location that you may not like. So once you lock it, you'll be unable to move. As you can see, I am actually trying to move, but I'm unable. Why? Because I have locked it. But if I unlock, I'm going to be able to move, as you can see. All right, so let's actually get into it. All right, so let's move on. I'll go ahead and to lock it. So the next thing that we are going to do is to start importing some elements. Okay, so the first elements that we are going to actually type in is what? The new cell. That is the new. We first tap in our new. So let me try to introduce you to this particular one. This is what the grade that is in PC Lab I say is what my rulers or the check marks. Okay, once you tap on it, you are going to what? Enable it. Okay, all right, so you are going to, this is not what you are going to see when you actually tap on it. Okay, because I already set this. Okay, so this is how you are going to do yours. You tap on this particular grid with a setting over here, which will give you access for you to what? To move it. Okay, yeah, so you make sure that you move it in the same way I have already done to these ones. Okay, yeah, so when you tap on it, you are going to see it in a grid form, and you are going to navigate it to form this particular thing. That is to check your margin. Okay, yeah, check your margin. All right, so let's get into it. So I'll first type in what? The new. Once I get my new down over here, I'll just position it here and change the font. When you come to font, actually there is a whole lot of fonts over here that you can what choose from. Okay, so you make sure that you find and grab a very nice font that fits the design and actually use. Yeah, so you can actually use any of these. We have the Amaranth Bold, the regular, the Arm Wrestler. All these fonts are available for you, but then I am going to choose some fonts here. All right, in my recent, you might not have it in your PC lab. Okay, yeah, you might not have it. That is why I'm saying you should choose any available font over here for the design. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to tap on what this particular Montserrat. I'm going to use the medium. Once I grab it this way, I'm just going to leave it right here. Then I'll make a copy of it, make a copy and edit. Okay, then I'm going to type in the style. Once I get the style, I'm going to change the font of the style. I'm going to change it. Yeah, so I'm going to use something more bolder, so I'm going to use the Montserrat Bold. Once I grab it this way, now there is a trick here that I'm going to teach you. Yes, I'm going to teach you a particular trick over here. Okay, I'm going to teach you a trick over here. So first of all, let's change the color of this one to yellow. Then we come back to the trick. All right, so once you tap on the style, come to color. When you come to color, we are going to set the color to transparent, and this is how you acquire the transparent. You just tap on the plus sign over here. Once you tap on the plus sign, move this particular third slider, move it to the transparent part and tap on OK, and you could see that is what are transparent. Once you get it this way, go ahead and tap on the check mark here. Once you tap on the check mark, come to this particular side, that is what stroke. Tap on the stroke and enable it. Once you enable the stroke is also black. That is why we are not seeing the effect. So we change the color to yellow. Okay, yeah, we change the color to yellow. All right, then we move the stroke width, we move it to 2. Okay, then we are good to go. So let me go ahead and decrease the size of this one, decrease the size a bit. 70 is okay, and let me give it some bold. Come to B and what bold it like this. All right, so once we are cool with this particular side, I'm going to divide the video into 2 sections, okay, so that you actually find it easy watching, so that you not be watching a very lengthy design. I just want you to grab the concept and understanding of graphic designing, so that you get to know that graphic design is the easiest thing to actually come by, but it really pays a lot. Okay, just have to understand the principles, the elements, and how you present your elements on your design. Okay, all right, so let me tap on this particular polygon tool. We are going to lay emphasis, so we use this particular shape over here. All right, so something like this, then we position it right here. Then you come to your color and change it to red. Okay, then you tap on the check mark. You are done with that side, so you make sure you could see that I am aligning it toward the left side. So I have used this particular line over here to check the margin that each and every element is what in order, and it will not be crooked but in a straight line. Okay, all right, so this is okay for me. So what I'm going to do is to tap on the text edit. Then I am going to write shop now. Graphic design is something very easy when you understand the principles. Okay, yeah, so I am going to actually take you through step by step, even as I am doing already, so that you grab the concept once and for all. All right, so you just place this one on these two. All right, once you are done with it, you just tap on the check mark this way. Okay, then you are good to go. All right, so I'm just pushing position it well. All right, so I'm just going to continue in the next video so that this one wouldn't be that lengthy. All right, so thank you for watching the part one.